Here to solve this castle wall by JinHoo called Slanted Squares. You'll see there are 16 given clues, and they're all in these squares that have 2 whites, 2 blacks. And there's a lot we can do even before looking at any of the numbers, which is the castle wall clues will always tell us, like between a white and black that have this knight move sort of separation, the loop will have to pass through those so that they induce a change in color, and outside loop inside shift. Where on these other paths, which have the same color, we're not going to cross through those. And so there's a lot that actually gets marked in just from the coloring of the clues and nothing more. So we'll think at all those by marking this much in. This 0 down is one place to mark something in. We've got 2 3s that point at each other. So either 3 are sitting in here, or we could cross through this channel and get 2. But if we get 2, we leave 1 here, and we're going to need 2 more over on the left, but there's not enough room for that. So this has to dodge the center piece. 3 come over here. This isn't used. This comes up to connect. That actually finishes this 1 down clue if we're looking carefully. Marking that in, we would have to come through 2 cells to move to the left here, but this 1 left doesn't allow that, so this loop end comes up like this. I see this 1 down actually is going to be a constraint like this. Either this connects here or it connects like this, but we can't get 2 up. So these loop ends and these loop ends don't join. So instead these 2 join, and that means these have to dodge through the middle to make sure they're not coming together too soon. That means even as we get over to this side of the grid, we're going to have some cases where we need to probably keep these loop ends from joining. We don't want to get too many things together that aren't going to be able to work. So where I think this 3 left, 3 right worked a certain way, I think we've got the same logic over here. We've got 3 down, 3 up. We could take these 2, but if we did, we'd have to put 2 up top. So instead, we don't take either of these. We do take 3 in the center, none up here. These ends connect, these ends connect. This actually finishes the 1 left clue, and this 1 up can't come through this channel, so it comes like this. Again, these loop ends join, so these loop ends have to stay apart. That means where up here these loop ends join, these will have to stay apart. So we're getting some constraints on these connections. These ends come together, so these ends have to stay apart. So this is just from the overall topology of the grid. Now we have a case where I can take these 2 together or take neither of them, but notice I'm going to have 1 more loop end coming from this 2 left clue than from the 1 right clue, so I will always have to take at least 1 over here. So I do take both. None of these in the center are shaded. This is marked in. This will have to come up and over. This 1 up clue doesn't allow taking this channel, so I come through here. The 1 up is instead fulfilled by coming through this space. This has 1 to the right, so we need to take 2 more to get this 3 finished, and that means this 1 down comes through there. So a lot of seeds from the white-black color of the grid. This 1 down clue meant these loop ends came together, so we chased them around the grid so they didn't close too soon. And a lot of these 3s that point at each other, these 3s that point at each other, and this 1, 2 that point at each other. Those were the key steps through the solve. But again, looking at each of the clues you have, balancing the castle wall thinking with the inside-outside constraints got you through to the end of the grid. So hopefully you got a good workout from this castle wall, and we'll see you again soon.